Welcome back, everybody. Automotive Inc. Today we're going to do a video that was requested by a watcher last week. I got a little busy, couldn't get this one done. And this one is in regards to, I put out a video and I will link it below, to Consumer Reports had ranked the least reliable half-ton pickups for 2025. And the viewer wanted a one on what the best heavy-duty trucks is. Now I'm going to give you my opinion at the end of this video, but we're going to go with what Car and Driver is ranking these trucks for 2025. Before we get started, if you don't mind, smash the subscribe button, helps a small channel out. Thumbs up and notification bell at the end. We have lots of cool stuff coming up, but we always do automotive news, everything automotive. So Car and Driver gets these trucks. Somehow they buy them, they get them loaned to them for long-term testing. So I like Car and Driver. I'm not endorsed by them, but I always read the magazine when I was a kid, and I don't know if they even have magazines anymore. But basically, Car and Driver, they get these trucks and they use 200 data points encompassing acceleration, handling, comfort, cargo space, fuel efficiency, value, and how enjoyable the truck is to drive. After that, then they put out their rankings. Now, it is a smaller segment than the half-ton segment. There's a lot of half-tons out there. So we have the big three, right? We have GM, Ford, and Ram. And again, I will give you my speculation. I'm going to give you some insight when it comes to this. So basically, number one, they ranked the 2025 Ram HD as their pick for truck. They give it a 9 out of 10, how they grade their scale. And basically, they said that it had great tow numbers, plush interiors, good tech. They said drawbacks were gas guzzling, gas engine, and that it's hard to park. And they did make note of some glitchy stuff that happens, but all of the trucks are probably going to have a little bit of that when it comes to tech. What I will say is Ram does not have the highest tow numbers, but it gets the job done for most every consumer out there. And Ram is, if they're saying that that one's hard to park, Ram is the smallest crew cab short bed of the big three. So, you know, I will give you my speculation on this next. All right, the number two, they ranked the 2025 Ford Super Duty. They give it an 8.5 out of 10. They're basically saying it has a wide range of engines, good transmissions, plenty of interior tech and comfort, but they don't feel it's as luxurious as the Ram, which is interesting because I've had plenty of older Rams and I've driven the 25, and I would say that the 25 Ford and 25 Ram are equally as nice on the inside and equally as trouble prone. So as you guys know, then there leaves the GM twins, GMC and Chevy Silverado. Number three, their ranking best is the 2025 Chevy Silverado HD. However, they give it a 7 out of 10. Now they say that they love the Duramax engine. They like the new gas engine. They're saying that it has great tow capabilities, but they do kind of ding it on several different things. They ranked the Chevy number 3 in best in towing capacity also. They did feel that basically the Silverado, depending on your trim level, was lacking some of the features in the up trim. So high country, they felt it was not on par with Ram and say Ford when it comes to their up trims being more luxurious. They said it was more down to business, if you will. Now they did say that if you were going to buy a Chevy, they like the LT trim, and I think that is a good bang for buck trim level that gives you most of everything, and you can't even opt for leather in that trim. And they did say, and it's been noted, Chevy seats are probably the most firm seats when it comes to the HD trucks. And then last but not least, and this probably caused some strife, would be the 2025 GMC Sierra HD, ranked as number 4, getting a 6.5 out of 10, and here's why. When it comes to the GMC Sierra, it's basically a sister truck to Chevrolet. So basically they're saying is the Chevy seems more like a cost-effective option over the GMC, because the GMC you do pay more for the same type of options. But very similar to everything else, they said that the GMC basically has a little bit of vague steering at highway speeds, which that hasn't been my experience with GM trucks. And they're just saying that the overall fit and finish is about the same as the Chevy. So they're saying that even though it's a top trim Denali, it still doesn't feel as nice as the Ram. So after that ranking, I have to honestly tell you guys that for me personally, I would say I've owned enough Rams, but my experience with the 24 Ram was not top notch. The interior felt cheaper than my 16 Ram Mega Cab. It felt cheaper, it felt lighter, didn't tow quite as well, didn't feel quite as stable. And Ram has not changed to a true crew cab form for a long time. shortest bed in the industry. So the Ram would not be my number one pick when it comes to that. The next two coming in line, I agree with them on the point that the Chevy is more value based even in the top trims than say GMC Sierra. For me, I like the aggressive look of the Chevy over the GMC. And so now that leaves us at Ford. So my ranking, I had a lot of problems with my 24. I had an engine issue in my 22 with the Ford. Is my current experience after say 16 or 17 from Ford has not been great when it comes to the HD trucks. Ford makes the best utilitarian interior of all the trucks. They have the softest seats. They make good engines, but their quality control is so bad that it really takes away from the experience. As if you guys watched any of my trouble videos, Loki has been a huge pain in my rump. My 24 Chevy Silverado L8T gas base, I guess if you will, because it was custom trim. Great bang for buck, still trucking down the road, zero issues other than standard maintenance. So for me, my true pick for 2025 is, if you're going based on what they're saying, what I'm saying is you're looking for a big truck, I would have to say that the GM twins would be number one, Ford would be number two, and now Ram would be my number three. And I guess if you had to differentiate the Chevy and the GMC, the Chevy would be number one because it's a better price value, and I like the looks of it personally better. They're all going to potentially have issues. We hope not, because we're spending a lot of dough on them. But I really do believe that towing-wise, stability, and everything, that still is hand down better on the GM trucks. And over the Ford did really good with the trimmer package on the 24. It had really good stability. It hasn't necessarily been an issue, and I've never had death wobble. So I would have to say that, again, it would go Chevy, GMC, Ford, Ram. Again, Ram. Bring back the manual transmission. The 8-speed that I drove in the 25 was just as clunky as the 68 RFE or the ASIN. And the interior was already squeaking and rattling. It looked nice, but it felt cheap. And so I guess if you're going to get into a truck and it just feels cheap, and you're going to spend that kind of money, especially the prices they're asking for these trucks these days, you really got to just sit down and figure out which one works for you best. But for my experience, yes, the GM trucks are going to take the top penny of the trucks I would choose for 2025. And hopefully that helps you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.